How you going, everybody? I'm joined today by Mark. Mark, firstly, thank you very much for finding the time to make this video. The purpose of this video is to run through what happened through your skills assessment as a metal machinist. So, firstly, just if you can just introduce yourself and who's going to Australia with you.
Hi, I'm Mark Morris. I'm taking my family with me, my wife and my son Tom.
How old's Tom, mate?
He's 2.
He's 2. Oh, the terrible 2s. Good stuff. You're taking him to Australia. Whereabouts in Australia are you moving to?
We've probably got New South Wales, Wollongong.
Wollongong. Nice. Nice. Any particular reason why you're going to head to Wollongong?
We just like the place. We
Yep.
want to be close-ish to a big city like Sydney, but in a smaller city.
Fair play. Fair play. Been to Australia before, Mark?
Never.
Never. Good on you, mate. Whose idea was it to head to Australia?
We both had the idea that we didn't want to live in the UK and we wanted to go somewhere with better quality of life and nicer weather, basically. So Australia's the logical choice.
Was it you more than Susan pushing for it, or?
Do you know, we both sort of said it at the same time, kind of deal. It's just, yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Now, before we go on about the skills assessment, how'd you go? Have you sat your English test?
I have, yeah. Did the Pearson's, got 20 in that. So.
With 20, smashing score that one. That's very good. So, how many attempts do you do? If you don't mind me asking.
That was my first attempt.
First attempt.
Yeah.
Okay, well done.
Please myself.
Well done. You should be quite happy with that. It's a great result. Okay, what sort of work do you do now in the UK?
I'm a CNC machinist and programmer. Yeah, I make injection molding tools and metal components.
Excellent. Cool. Well, let's run through the skills assessment. Okay, so how did you go about the process of the skills assessment? You obviously gave us a call.
Yep. We
We run through to see if you're eligible for the visa first, just to make sure you don't, do the skills assessment. And you obviously haven't paid for the skills assessment until you've done your English test, which really means we now know the exact points you've got for a visa, so you're not spending money when you don't need to. So, but how did you start gathering, like how did you go about it in your words, mate?
First step was contacting DUC, a quick phone call, rundown of the basic routine of how things happen. Got my box with the folder full of pockets to put all the information.
All the documents required.
And it's just filling in the blanks at that point. It tells you exactly what you need to gather, and you need to take some photos and get those in there. You need to get some stuff from the tax office and slot that in, and your CV gets slotted in, and once it's full, you send it back.
Excellent. What was the hardest part, mate? You obviously took photos and videos, and we gave you a big checklist of everything that you needed, and we sort of feel a bit mean sending you all that, but the idea is so we can get you a successful skills assessment, so more is better. And how many years of evidence did we gather for you?
We gathered 11 years, but it wasn't as difficult as it sounded because it was broken down into the sections, and each folder you felt like you were achieving something each time.
Yep.
You ticked one off, so it didn't feel like one mammoth task. It felt like a series of smaller, more manageable tasks, which was great. But because that was previously what was sort of swamping my thoughts about it, was having to do all of this stuff.
Yep.
But it was okay.
Now, you didn't have UK, you didn't complete an apprenticeship as a machinist?
I did, but I never got the paper documents from my previous employer to prove it, and the government body that handled my apprenticeship doesn't exist anymore. It sort of
what a nightmare.
Changed into 2 or 3 different companies. So.
Okay. Well, the good news is, mate, it's successful completion. You're going to hold your Australian qualification. Which is AQF level 3.
I'm more qualified in Australia today than I am in the UK.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And it's good news because that's really what the Aussie employers want to see as well, is the Australian qualification. You're being assessed against Australian standards at the end of the day. That's what you're going to hold. So, okay, so we gathered all the documentation. Was there any part of the documents that you just got frustrated with or that took a bit longer?
Yeah, dealing with the tax office for the tax history. Generally it's a month. Each time you contact them, you wait a month for a reply, and they gave me the wrong documents to start, and then they didn't give me the exact years I wanted, and I had to contact them again. So I had to do that through 4 different stages, so that was 4 months waiting for the tax office.
Yep.
The bank statements is a long process because there's so much paperwork to wade through, but it's easy enough. They just drop on your doorstep, go through them, pull out the pages you need, easy enough.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so we got over that hurdle. No, so you came in this morning. How'd you feel when you walked in the doors of the Down Under Centre, mate? How were you feeling?
Entertained.
Entertained. Okay.
Yeah.
What made you entertained, mate?
The writing on the steps as I can.
Oh, the running up the steps. Yeah. So
the first step towards.
Yeah, I might have to explain that one, guys. We have actually the Down Under Centre's nicely decorated. It's a little place of Australia in London. I guess probably the best way to explain it. And it's designed. We've even got the outback dunny, an outback toilet in the other training room, which used to be the boiler cupboard. So we've transferred that. Okay, so you came in and you sort of had a bit of a chuckle at all the stuff. And did you prepare for the technical Skype interview?
I did. I took another. Well, not really much preparation. I just took a look through the self-assessment questionnaire I did, just to make sure I hadn't forgotten anything. But I mean, I answered it honestly, so it is all the things that I do day to day. So there was no need to swat up on it. You know, it's just what I do. And
good man.
It's just explaining what you do.
So I'm sitting back at home. I'm a Metal Machinist, and I'm watching this clip. What questions do they ask you? Run through. What questions were they asking you?
Right. There's a box on there that says how you plan a job. Well, yeah, planning a job. So yeah, everyone plans a job. Everyone that does a job plans a job. And he just asks you to clarify how exactly you'd go about it. So starting with receiving a drawing, so you plan which tools to use, what materials, your processes, which cutting tools you'd use, which machine you'd do it on. All the stuff that you don't necessarily actually plan, but all the steps that go through your mind as you're doing a job. Just wanted clarification of those, and everything you say you can do, they just ask you to just clarify how you do it, you know, what you do, and just so that they can be confident that you do actually do those tasks.
Okay. How long did it? How long were you in there for, mate? In the during the Skype?
I think it was about an hour and 15, something like that.
Okay, an hour and a quarter. That's pretty much standard. And you've left the Skype, and how do you feel now after talking to the assessor?
Yeah, great. It was, to be honest, it was just like having a chat with someone else in the trade that just wanted to, just check that you do what you say you do. It didn't feel stressful, and you know, not like some sort of official job interview or anything. It's just someone checking that you know your stuff.
Great. I think it's about ticking boxes from the assessor's point of view, isn't it? You know, they've gathered we gathered 11 years for you, so we actually needed only 5 years, but we gathered 11, so we've shown the assessor twice as many years. The reason why we gathered 11 was to make sure that you've got maximum points for your work experience. From this point, you then had a chat, so he ticks a few more boxes, and you left feeling great. How do you feel the assessor left? He felt confident with you?
Yeah, I think he's. We had a few things in common. It turns out we had a little chat after the actual interview, and yeah, he's just seemed like a great guy.
That's it. Great stuff. Great stuff. Okay. Well, look. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us. I'm sure people that are watching really appreciate it, guys. So that's a little bit of information on a Metal Machinist from Mark. Good on you guys. See you next time.
Bye.